All right, testing the calibrated. Testing audio. Testing the calibrated. Testing audio. All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Forge Master 1476 or Ashen Forge 1476 Twitch, and welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! The Duelist of the Rose Part 6. In the last episode, we kicked the butt out of Yugi, Bakura, and Yugi's grandfather. As you can see, I've been doing a lot of grinding since the last episode. Basically all day I've been battling everybody again 5-10 more times, some of them. And I did switch my deck leader out. Instead of Corel, I'm using the Mystical Elf just to see if there's any abilities I get off of her. But in the time I've been dueling for grinding, I've gotten a lot of better cards, including... let me go to my deck real quick, just to showcase the rule I mentioned last time. So when I said that there's a rule I made here, now I have a Game Shark that allows me to get cards that normally would be trickier to get through normal means, but my rule of thumb is, for this, if I get the ritual card, I can import the actual ritual monster as a card. So, for example, since I have the revived Serpent Knight Dragon, I can bring the Serpent Knight Dragon to my deck. And this has actually been useful. Now, what I just got was the Blackluster Rituals, so I actually just imported the Blackluster Soldier. We'll be, okay, good to know that you're calmed down. So, I just recently imported him through the Game Shark, so we'll see how the Blackluster Soldier plays out against arguably one of the hardest bosses of this game. Now, there are 3 duelists in this game that are a pain in the neck. The final 2 and Maximilianer Pegasus, but we'll find him later. So, without further ado, we're heading back to where we began, and I don't know how to pronounce that. Basically, Bringer of Armageddon. We're just going to dub him the Bringer of Armageddon. So, there are 2 ways this guy duels based upon your playthrough. He either uses a lot of high-ranking monsters, or he uses a lot of high-ranking spells, and I forget which is which, to be honest, because it's different for which route you take. So, we're gonna save real quick in case things go bad, because I haven't lost yet. I'm at a 135 win streak, and I want to keep that streak. So we're gonna see what happens. Also, if the audio is too soft, please let me know so I can turn it up. Okay, so looks like I'm dealing with Yami Field, and isn't that an ugly monster? I actually have that card imported as well. So, let's see, what do we got to work with? Shadow Spell being a nice little baiter. I'm actually going to get off to the side, because this guy's a real pain in the neck. Hopefully, we get good pulls here. Okay, the Hourglass of Courage actually could probably help us out here. It's going to place the Serpent to the side, place that center. A Gate Dig. Well, it can pretty much cripple his life points right then and there, so that's the good news, because of his boneheaded mistake. We'll keep Soul of the Pure for... Now, this guy likes to pull a nasty little trick in the form of a very bullshit card. So, I'll probably keep the duel going until that point ends. Alright, looks like this guy is the one that uses a lot of spells and traps. Mystical Elf. Alright, we'll summon the Necromancer to deal with that glutton. The serpent slithers onto the side. We'll just keep our deck leader over there. This is like a combination of typical Yu-Gi-Oh! Combined with chess. It's a very interesting concept when this game came out in 2003. Alright. Power up our Mystical Elf here. And we'll let the Necromancer let him have it. As per usual, we'll let the 3D go into effect just to see something nice. To those of you that are sensitive to light, I do apologize. And once again, I gotta critique the actual animation attacks, because some of them do not fit. Like, what makes this a Necromancer? On the plus side, we're doing pretty solid damage against him right off the bat. This is where he's gonna start panicking. Hey, crap. We're gonna let this play out, but that's a huge hit. Okay, so it looks like it's the one with all the high-level cards to deal with. That does not bode well for me. Skull Knight's one of the strongest sorcerer monsters in the game outside of rituals. Actually, I have the card in real life. In this game, it's just a normal monster, but in actual game, it's a ritual. I mean, not a ritual, fusion. And for my safety, I'm going to place Mystical Elf in defense mode. And the Hourglass of Courage I'll throw off to the side there. Now, I'm not going to use Soul the Pure until his bullshit card goes into play. Alright, nice, he took the bait. We already saw Skull Knight's attack, so we're going to skip this one. And thanks to Mystic Elf's defense, we do more damage. Don't really have much to play. Only thing he has in the graveyard's a Gate Dig, which doesn't help me with that. We're just gonna let the turn pass by to build up our star chips. He's not summoning anything, so that's the real concerning part. I could use the Phantom just to spellbound their cards for 3 turns, so that might be a useful play. I'll keep the Rowan Ocean Snake on standby, because I don't want to summon something. What's going to happen is the minute I kill that creature, he's going to move, and then he's going to summon something to wipe out the serpent, so we're going to have to play smart. Now we have our own Skull Knight, so we'll summon that. We'll wait until it gets a little closer, though. Alright. Have our forces event. Curse Breaker. It'll be useful if he does his bullshit. Alright. No. Don't do that just yet. There's a certain card I want him to play so I can show you how cheap this guy actually is. Unfortunately, he is not summoning that said card. Which is rather unfortunate. Alright, let's see. And he's not attacking the Phantom, so he probably knows what I'm doing. So I'll just play Skull Knight and I'll place Copycat off to the side just so we can get more cards pulled. One of these has to be a trap. Mirror Force. I don't think Magical Cylinder is in the game yet. I don't know what he's waiting for, but it's got me a little... Oh, here we go. Blue Eyes White Dragon. Well, we get to see White Lightning. Although I think it's improperly named. It's more like a white laser beam. But the sacrifice of the Hourglass of Courage was not in vain, thanks to its ability. At the cost of 1/4 of my life points, all my monsters increase their attack power by 1,000 attack. Which means he's going to have to go on the defensive real quick. Also means I'm going to have to use this because my life points aren't looking so hot. Choclara. While I could use Dragon Seeker to take out the Blue Eyes, it'd also take itself out. So we're not going to have that. We will use my Mystical Elf to kill a Blue Eyes White Dragon now. Hard to imagine something with 800 attack kills one of the strongest dragons in this game. Alright, you can stop gloating. If you kill a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, I'd be a little more impressed, but you killed 1/3 of it. Alright, now we can let him wreak havoc. And we can finally let the Roaring Ocean Snake deal its damages. Not the strongest sea serpent, but it's definitely up there on the top tier list. Always one problem with the game was the initial lag spike of this. It's like it took too many frames for the water spouts to crisscross. Of course, then again, my PlayStation 2 is over 15 years old, so no new parts added, and it survived a basement flood, so rather impressive piece of technology. Yep, he's starting to panic. That's fine by me. Gives me more cards in the graveyard. Speaking of which, a labyrinth tank. Another fusion monster I actually have. I can't fuse it, sadly, because I'm missing a card out of it. I would show more of these 3D battles, but a lot of the attacks are just the same. And with that, we win, so that's kind of anticlimactic. I was expecting him to put more of a fight, and okay, so I was kind of hoping I was going to be killing more of his monsters, but unfortunately, it looks like only one dropped. So how this game works is whatever you kill goes into a graveyard slot machine, except for the special monsters, which unfortunately, almost all the cards I destroyed were special monsters, so I'm going to have to really time this. And we just got a jackpot. So what happens is when you line up all three monsters, you get a special card, which in my case is a Jiragumo, which is one of the monsters that the Labyrinth Brothers uses. So I can't be mad about that. Yeah, this is not justice. I cannot lose, oh, so help me. And like that, Fancy Pants vanishes back to his era of time in the void, or wherever the heck he's from. Okay, to those of you who don't know the lore of this game actually takes place after Forbidden Memories. So, if you're unfamiliar with how Forbidden Memories is, rather interesting game for the PS1. Very difficult to beat without grinding. Even I myself have not beat it because you have to win 6 consecutive duels back to back without having a save point. So, this is referring to Seto the High Mage back in ancient Egypt. So this descendant of the original Seto has been trying to search for a way to make a pact with the Card Guardian, which that was a Card Guardian, but it wasn't the right one. So I gotta feel bad for him. He's trying to regain his pride of his blood heritage, which I can understand. But the actions aren't exactly, what's the word I'm looking for, just? You didn't drag me into this. The Red Rose Crusaders drove me into this just so they can help me out. I'm slurring my speech. I apologize. Basically, they summoned me as a desperate act for winning the tide of war. Doesn't this go against taboos in time travel? If I take something from the future back to the past, won't that cause some corruption and bullshit? I'm pretty sure that's what happens in time travel. Descendant. I'm heading back into the past. And thus I go back to my era. Leaving England's shores vulnerable to invasion. Yugi's forces invade England once more. Take back the throne, essentially. And rule until the Elizabethan era, which is late 16th century. So roughly 200 years. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, so something special about this game is that code at the end of every route. So if you write that code down, which I'm going to do in one of my Discord servers, so give me one moment, because I don't have it. N1 SV. Make sure I put this down correctly. Y34PN1SV. Good. I'll explain why that code's important when I begin the Red Rose chapter. So, half the game is beaten. And now I have to sit through credits. And yes, I do want to save. Yes, overwrite the data. I'm going to see if there's a way I can skip this so we don't have to sit through all this. Unfortunate. Nope. Nope. Well, I thought I could skip it. Nope. Can't skip the credits. Do not worry though, because these credits actually are quicker compared to games of this day and age where the credits last 15, 10 minutes. This is only like a few minutes. And plus you get to see actual card art from some of the cards. So, the card that I wanted him to play, but he never played, was something called Rikioku. So, what Rikioku does is it steals half of your life points. Oh, hardy har har, you saw Harpy Lady or Harpy Lady Sisters. Yeah. It's the censored version. Anyways, as I was saying, Rikioku actually is an equipped spell that steals your opponent's life force by half and increases the monster's attack by what you steal. So if I had full life points, one card of his monster would have got 2,000 attack added to it. And since his monsters were all 3,000 attack, that would have been a nightmare scenario. Something which I don't exactly have a counter to. Make it rain. Which is actually rather unfortunate because that's a destructive card right there. Some of those cards are worth some money. Anyways, we're not done just yet. Because now we served the evil people in my first play. Now we're going to help the good guys, as what we were supposed to do. So, welcome back to Stonehenge, and welcome back to what the choice we have to make. Yeah, I already read this during the part 1. I didn't really have to. That was back when I was still new to streaming on YouTube, but... just for shits and giggles, we're gonna side with the evil guy again. Just kidding, you can't. It's actually a forced choice. So I had to side with the red rose. It would be funny if you could side with the white again, but... Alright. Yeah, wipe that smoke off your face, cub. I'll be whooping your butt just like I did Yugi. Yeah, but for that I had to go to the exiled king himself. So... Pretty sure there's a daemon that's supposed to be on the end of that. Again, where's my last name? It's just Forge. I'm kidding. Why did... You could have just called me... Oh, wait, there's no phone. Shit. You just could have used Messenger Dove. Yeah, they could have used Messenger Dove, actually. That's a good point. But no, I had to sail on a ship across the Wait, was it the Mediterranean? No, it was the Atlantic. Shit, I'm messing my geography up. And I took that class in college. Oh, dear. Yeah, this is all info I already know. Messenger pigeon. More... Yeah, you'd have to shoot a ridiculous bow across the pond, though, just to get reach England, so... let's see. Yeah, gotta reduce some of my opponent with a lower deck cost. Yeah. Have to deal with all the white rose. Yes, we already know. Gotta sail back in this fancy boat. And back to England. Okay, so unlike the red rose route, we actually have choice here. The red rose route was rather linear. Whatever was in that line, you had to face. This, we actually had the freedom of choice because we actually can choose either kicking Weevil's butt in Chester or head to Tewkesbury and deal with Rex Raptor. So I'm gonna leave chat up to decide: do I kick the Bug Boy's butt first, or do I kick Dino Boy's butt first? So, who do you want to see get pummeled 5 times in a row is the real question. And if chat doesn't vote, I'll just flip a coin and do it that way. But for the moment, I'm actually going to use that code we got at the end cutscene. So there's a feature in this, there are 2 features in this game where you can get more cards. You can either do a reincarnation by getting rid of a card. Sorry. Do I duel Weevil first, or do I duel Rex first? That was the question. Let me enter the password here that I got from that code. The code typing on here is rather tedious because there is no scroll, but let's see what card we get. Earthshaker. Rather randomly shifts the positions of cards and changes the terrain on the field. Gets rid of Labyrinth Squares, so that does have a use in some duels, but... Oh, we gotta... Alright, so we want to have Rex bite the bullet first. Alright, I'm game. But my deck is way too high for to fight Rex Raptor, so we're gonna get rid of all these and restart our deck. So Rex, to those that watch the anime, Dino Expert, uses nothing but dinosaur cards. So, and his battlefield is all wasteland. So you want to use zombies, machines, rock, dinosaurs against dinosaurs. So we're gonna scroll my deck or my catalog to see what I have to use against him. Fiend's Hand and Wood Remains. Practitioner of Darkness. We'll throw 2 in there. Alright, don't have any... No beasts, no winged beasts. Could use some fiends, but I'd just be kicking a mule. I do have a few dinos, so fish would be a death sentence against him. Blast Sphere would be a useful one. Alright. And Millennium Golem. Stone Ogre Grotto would be nice. I'll throw Dark Plan in there just to screw with him a little bit, thanks to its ability. And I might actually bring out Earthshaker just to make the duel a little more interesting, because it does have Labyrinth in there. I need 23 more cards. So we'll bring out Gate Dig. Oh, I will explain the too high deck cost in just a moment. It's kind of hard for me to head back to the main menu when I'm not there. Right. Fortunately, it's now going to force me to use weaker monsters. But that doesn't mean I won't use what I can. No, that's useful against Dragon only. That is useful against Dinosaur, but I don't think that'll be useful. Call the Haunted. Curse Breaker, just because he does power his dinosaurs up. A few Paralyzed Potions never hurt. Let's see. How much? Okay, I got 4 more slots. Shadow Spell might be too high. Let me get rid of one Mesmerata Control and substitute a Fake Trap in there. Alright, that should be low enough. So the way dueling in this game works is your deck counter right there, the number 894, your deck counter needs to be equal to or lower than your opponent. So Rex has a deck counter of 960. So I have to have it lower or equal to 960. Since I can actually raise mine a little higher though. So that's what it means by you had to have a deck cost that's lower than your opponent. So I can actually use a stronger monster though and get rid of that. Question is, what strong monster do I want to use? Like in the anime, we'll use Serpent Knight Dragon. It's technically Rex's own monster. There is no face reveal. That was just a hand. Although you... Okay, now you saw a bit of my face. Impossible. You cannot see butts. Alright. Let's deal with the Rex and his stupid beret. Oh, cry me a river. Alright. Don't really have a good hand, so we're just going to send a whole bunch of traps as well. Still don't have a good monster pull. That's rather unfortunate. I am not getting good pulls. Alright. Well... So I can send another Mesmeric Control this way. I'll bite the bait here, and I'm hoping he gets that. I could topple I could throw a stone, but I don't have that ability in this game. There are certain cards I can use to inflict damage to his life points directly, but those take up unnecessary space. Up there we go. That's something I can work with. It's chow time, you Robbie. Wait, what? You all saw that, right? Dinosaur spat rocks. It would have been more sense if it chomped on him or kicked him or tail swipe, but no, blasting rocks. Okay. Interesting fact, though, this is actually one of the first monsters I actually ever got in a booster pack in Yu-Gi-Oh! All the way back when this first came out. That was one of my first 9 monsters. Good times. Good times. I even remember my first rare card I ever got. It was Blackland Fire Dragon. That was my first ever fusion monster, and I still have it to this day. Okay, now we're getting some more interesting cards. Serpent Knight Dragon is actually a ritual monster, but thanks to a Game Shark, I can actually get it rather easily. But again, I'm only using the rule if I get the ritual card itself to summon it, then I use it. And we're in for one heck of a fire show, because Serpent Knight Dragon's attack is actually cool looking. But first, we got to see this little petty dino attack. A headbutt. Alright, show him how it's done. Definitely one heck of a visual. This is what I mean by the higher monsters have some of the awesomest light show effects. Don't ask me where all that lightning comes out of, though, because even I don't know. I actually might make him my deck later, even though he doesn't have any abilities, which is rather unfortunate right now, but... Okay, I got a fusion I can do here. Make a Pumpkin the King of Ghosts. It's either a magic or a trap card. Oh, you can barely hear it? Alright, give me one moment. I'll turn up the volume. Alright, that should be a bit better. Didn't have the remote on me, unfortunately. And unfortunately, I cannot check my audio levels during actual streams. I had to go into editing to do that. If the audio still is a little low, I'll turn it up a little bit louder, but... Alright, my Rirabi versus a Mega Zowler. Both are going to bite the bullet. We'll watch what happens. And once again, Dino spitting rocks. And it's a draw, so both our monsters die. I would turn up the volume even more, but there's a chance I'd wake my parents up, and I'd rather not have that. Alright, just gonna keep moving my soldiers up. Ah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, that's a bit more appropriate, but it sucks that it kills my dragon like that. Such disrespect. No, don't worry, you'll be getting yours. Just as soon as I find a monster that's able to take your butt out. Because even Metal Dragon's not strong enough. Or I could do another method. Have Dark Plant be a sacrificial lamb. It's not exactly checkmate, but it is rather unfortunate that my dragon died like that. I hope it doesn't lose rank due to that. And he's launching little spark balls at me. Yeah, 50 damage, that's nothing. Just spitting in my face. Alright. What I could do... regain some of my star chips, and then next turn I can summon something powerful. I'm gonna have Metal Dragon go the long way, because what's going to happen is when Dark Plant gets destroyed, it turns into crushed terrain, and anything above 1,500 life points gets infected. You'll see soon enough. We don't need to watch a dino tail whipping a plant. Terrain becomes crush card, and the dino gets infected. And destroyed just like that. That's what I was going to use against what's his face, but he did something stupid and ended the duel with my mystical elf, so yeah, we're going to keep you on me for now. Keep advancing. You made a stupid error, and I'm pretty sure I just won. If not, I came close. 50 points away. And I can actually end this duel right now because he didn't place a monster to defend himself with. And that is game. See if anybody got promoted or demoted. Nope. Good. And I'm not really seeing any good monsters besides Mega Zalor, so I'm going to close my eyes and button mash. Oh. Well, I got the card I was after. Okay. And with that, we've beat Rex. And got one white rose card out of 8. Now, this is also, now I have 3 options. I can either head down to Exeter and deal with Necromancer or Bonds. Head over here to battle the Darkness Ruler at St. Albans, or head back and battle Weevil. But I'm actually going to be dueling Rex a few more times just because I have the rule where I have to battle them 5 times before I move on. And then it'll get me more content. Until my community gets bored, in which case then I'll move on if people get bored. But so far no one has stated that they're bored, so... Oh, right. I can actually make a fusion of these two. Cybersaurus. This doesn't use any of the newer Yu-Gi-Oh cards, because back in 2003, this was technically all new. I think the game only uses... let me see here. Over 850 cards are at my disposal in this game. We'll place some paralyzed potions up in front. Alright, power increase, huh? Actually gonna have him move back for a little bit. Just to bait him. Yeah, this is a strategy game, so it doesn't surprise me that your head hurts. It's a lot of planning out. Okay, he's almost in position. Although I'm hoping it's something weak for what I have planned. But we're gonna watch my mammoth attack this dino. Great Mammoth of Gold. Go, my undead servant. That's a good mammoth. Creepy card art, but good mammoth. Right. It actually was one of my go-to monsters when I first got this game because my deck leader in my deck was mostly zombies. And it's a good thing I made that call because Cybersaurus isn't strong enough. But I do know my Serpent Knight Dragon is strong enough. Not by much, but... yeah, we don't need to watch it attack again. Once was enough. And Rex is now going to start panicking. Yep. I don't know why you're moving forward, but you have me on edge. Can actually make... nope, not that way. There we go. Pumpkin the King of Ghosts again, and I can have that raise my mammoth, thanks to its ability. And the mammoth gives chase. Alright, got some interesting cards to work with. First off, he just placed himself into a corner. If your ice cubes taste like a cleaner, it's probably best you don't eat or consume them. Okay, so there are a couple ways to end a duel, and I'm going to show off one of them. So there's reducing your opponent's life points up there to 0, or there's literally forcing a checkmate scenario, which is what I'm going to do right here. His deck leader is pinned between my two monsters, and he has no plays. So, besides that one card, but it's too far away. And we win because he's been pinned. But yeah, and this game is sometimes very, very stupid. And I'm not really seeing anything of value. I just got lucky. I got cheated. I already have Flame Swordsman. Damn it. I got cheated. I got a jackpot, and all it gives me is a stupid Flaming Swordsman. Big middle finger from this game. Just for the record, I'm gonna convert that flame swordsman so I can get something else. Alright. Just summon some curse breakers and send them out front. I'm salty about that jackpot. I should have gotten something good. Just for that, Great Man with a gold fine, wreak havoc. His signature two-headed King Rex. Alright, let's see what I got over here. I'll fall for the same trick twice. And it's almost been an hour. Not tired yet, so I'll probably keep streaming. If anything, I might actually battle... I'll leave it up to chat to decide who I battle next. It's more interesting that way. But we'll see after 3 more duels. If not, I'll just end the stream here. Right. Actually... Nah, we'll summon this. We already have seen its attack, so we're not gonna waste time watching something we've already seen. You don't gotta do it just yet. We got plenty of time before we gotta choose who our next victim is. Did I say victim? I meant duelist. Metal Dragon section of streamers. Oh, I don't like the look of that. He's not attacking. Curious. Well... He almost got me with that, but it wasn't enough. And it looks like I'm on the verge of pinning him yet again. It's very easy to pin Rex Raptor in this map. The map is a disadvantage to him. You can literally just chase him around the board until he gets trapped. Which is by all means fine, because that's how promotions are granted. Just keep wasting your monsters. I'll just keep mowing them down. Dinosaurs are being put to shame by something that was hunted by them. You should be ashamed of yourself. And he's been pinned. Way too easy. But am I going to get lucky enough to where I actually get another... I knew it was going to be too soon, but Got some more dinosaur monsters to work with, not bad. I just button mash for that. If I got another lottery win, that would have been amazing, but I'll give it one more duel against Rex before we move on. And then two quick. Alright. So what? Oh, I was gonna say, if he's equipping a monster with a lot of equipped spells, that would be a concern. I'll let a different monster get the spotlight this time. My mammoth got too much of it. Nah, it's not a two-headed Rex. I could make a Cybersaurus. Alright, we get to watch the practitioner deal his magic. This is actually one of the deck leaders you can choose from at the beginning based on what you use as your name. Such an evil-looking card. In this game, it's just a normal monster, but in the actual game, it's actually an effect monster, as I stated in previous streams. The effect is, if you have multiple cards on your side of the field, while this card's face up, you can actually choose its attack target. And now we get to watch Cybersaurus deal his machine-fueled melee. Once again, another headbutt from this runt. Not enough. How the hell did he steal my gun from Fallout 4? The joke is I have an exploding laser in Fallout 4, or I did before I got rid of the game. And he is pretty much already cornered. Oh. Wow. We get to see Earthquaker in its glory. We'll shake things up. Yeah, all the labyrinth terrain is now destroyed, and my monsters are now randomly scattered. It's not checkmate, unfortunately. It's actually made it a little trickier to get checkmate at this point, but it makes the duel a little more interesting. He's still gonna lose, though. Little D. I get it, it's a joke. Yes, the horrible puns. I had to get them in somewhere. Alright. He's still gonna lose, it's just a matter of when. Oh, is that in defense or attack mode? Well, we're about to find out. Oh, please. Other people corrupted me with puns long, long ago. Alright, well, the Megazauer gets to live. Although that weak little dino is gonna bite the bullet. Or in this case, a swarm of bats. Keep advancing. What a chicken. We'll just bait him with a paralyzed potion. Hook, line, and sinker. And he left himself wide open. Just because we can, we'll see Stone Ogre Grotto's attack. So it's been a while since we saw a 3D battle, so we need to get some quality 3D fights here. Go, my stone man. That. No. I'm not gonna. I don't have an input for that. That just looked weird. Practitioner of Darkness, end this before I see any more weird graphics. Like, play Capsule Monster Coliseum. The graphics will improve a lot, but... no. Trachodon, two-headed, and another Megazauer. That'll work. Okay. I'll dual Rex more after streams. But I've done 5 duels since my last reincarnation, so we're going to show that off real quick. Okay, so after every 5 duels, you're allowed to reincarnate 1 card. So I'm going to reincarnate the Flame Swordsman and see what we get. Okay, I get another practical. Lame. I get another... I don't even know how to pronounce that. I'm not going to. And a jellyfish. All cards I already own. Unfortunately, nothing new. I have to do another 5 duels just to get some variety. So anyways, now chat gets to choose my next target. Do I duel the Necromancer? Do I duel the Abyss Ruler or Darkness Ruler? Or do I duel Weevil Underwood up here? So who do I pick? I'm then going to have to create a deck to counter them, so... You may now decide against Weevil, the Necromancer, or the Abyss Ruler. Note to self, I need to learn how to create a poll on YouTube to do that. The Abyss Ruler, good choice. He actually has a few ritual cards I'm after. So the Abyss Ruler uses a bunch of fiend monsters as well as traps, some of which are rather unpleasant. So the field is a lot of Yammy. No, that won't be useful. But I will make that my new deck later. Mystical Elf will be of use. Dark Magician. Skull Knight. That's Gemini Elves. Fiend's Hand. Would throw in Blackluster Soldier, but he doesn't have any dragons. Let's see. Oh, wait. No, I just got to my Fiends. Castle Dark Illusions. Candle of Fate has a nice effect. Soul Hunter. Chakra. Of Illusion. Wait, how much do I have? 700. Alright. He's on the higher end of the spectrum, but let's see, Blast Sphere. A few Dark Plants just to cause some crush terrain. Alright, let's. So close. Fine, we'll place in one fake trap, even though he doesn't use Harpy's Feather Duster. And it's been a little over an hour. So let's see, am I fine? 982, 974. Good to go. That looks like a lot better deck later. Considering my last one was just a puny mystical elf. But we'll actually see if this deck later has any useful abilities as I level them up. And we're actually starting off rather useful. Now, the Dark Ruler actually has a lot of good cards to get off early on. You can get a Bakori Box, you can get Job Change Mirror, a whole bunch of trap cards. Let's speak of a trap. He likes to make a fortress of traps around his deck later. It's rather obnoxious. Summon the bowl in the jar. And it's another trap. Might as well get used to this because he's got a lot more traps where they're coming from. And I'm pretty sure he just made a summon skull. Yep. So that would have been bad if it wasn't for that. Alright. I'm gonna have to get Shiori, unfortunately. This guy just loves to fortify himself with all these traps. It's fine, that was just a decoy. We'll place a Gemini Alpha, I guess. See how that goes. Ooh, wrong move. You just lost 1,100 life points. But we get to watch Summon Skull, very iconic monster from the series. To those of you that have epilepsy, I do apologize. Really should make a warning about that. And yeah, the mystical elf is paralyzed, spellbound, temporarily. Okay. Could use the Candle of Fate. Now, the interesting thing about this card is every turn, it basically lowers my opponent's monsters by 100 attack for each turn that's taken. So it's a good way to sap a monster's attack. And a good way to tell what's a monster and what's a trap. And I got a few plays here. Not to mention my Mystical Elf will also be able to take out that Summon Skull. And now we get to see Gemini Elf and Neck Hunter go into action. Now, Neck Hunter is one of those weird cards. I think it was a promotional one for McDonald's. Yeah, the Gemini Elves have their perks. At least it's not the Toon versions. Alright, so he's got one trap. Alright. We'll just have Mystical Elf attack. He got something. Yeah, he got something. Not really a spirit bomb, but it's up there. Oh. And he's taking his own monsters out of the equation, by all means. Both of those are monsters, so I don't got to worry about any block. And if I play my cards right, I can actually get him in a checkmate right now. Reaper of the cards. I'm sorry, I devoided you of the spirit bomb. Oh, no, it's just a minute. And like that, checkmate, and he's dead. Golf clap. Okay, well. Alright, that job change mirror I'll be after. Rat. Rat. There we go. Let's see, if I remember correctly, you can make a summon skull using a fiend monster that's over 1,600 attack on the job change mirror, and it makes a summon skull. And that makes another white rose card. And now we have another path unlocked. We can head to... Yeah, it is now Thursday, July 16th. Now we can head over to Toten to deal with Keith. But I'm going to duel him a few more times and then probably call it a stream end. Because I've been streaming for an hour and 23 minutes. So I'll duel him a few more times, maybe once or twice more, and then end it. I'll probably grind off stream. And like that, we got some good cards automatically. Actually, I might make this my last duel. I am getting tired. It is almost 2:30 in the morning after all. I did not say nobody's name in IRL. You might be hearing things. And yep, more traps. And another neck hunter trying to chop off my poor elf's head. Not today. Oh, what, you're not attacking anything else? Weak. Alright. Right, don't really have a monster I can use, so we're just... No, wait, it's not strong enough yet, is it? No, it is not. Now it is. And I should have saw that coming. Alright, so that's another magic or trap card. Good to know. Just gonna... Oh, that's actually a monster. Never mind. Must be a high-level monster. And we'll take a look at the Reaper of the cards versus my original deck leader, Kryl. Wasn't enough to put this fleshy fiend down, and geez, oh Pete, the close-up is creepy of this thing. Counterattack. Put this Reaper back in the grave. Actually, I've never seen him... Okay, that actually was a cool attack. Did not know his sword is basically a fleshy blowtorch, though. Still a creepy monster. Oh, there goes one of my mystical elves. Chicken. Alright. How'd you feel about dealing with the Dark Magician? Well, there's a reason I said this wasn't for kids, and now we get to see Dark Magic attack. Ooh, the colors. And that's another dead end. Progressing up. Alright, he's got something planned. I just don't know what. So it is a monster. Not strong enough to deal with that. I'm gonna see if I can end this here and now. Yep. Mystical Elf has been promoted once again. Nicely done. So that promotion system is random. It takes into account your monster surviving the fights, being face up on the field for a long amount of time, as well as other forces. So close. I was trying to get the Reaper of the Cards, but I ended up getting. If I would have got Tears of the Mermaid all lined up, that would have been nice, but it's unfortunate. Alright, I think I'm gonna end the stream here because I'm getting tired. So next time I'll be doing some grinding off stream as well as some more card collecting, hopefully. And next stream, I don't know when I'm going to be streaming next. It's always late in the evening or early in the morning for people. Sometimes it's during the day. It just depends on when I feel like it. But next stream, we'll be doing some of the more of the White Rose Crusaders. And yeah, to those of you on YouTube watching this from post, I thank you for watching this stream, and I will see you next time.